Good evening dear students, welcome to Maths Bridge course. So in the previous class we discussed about very important topic, that is modulus function. Similar to that we have another function that is very important, that is step function, from where questions will be coming even here in your JEE mains and also in your state entrance like KCET, EAPCET, all these things. So you should know the basics of what is a step function. Okay, when you go to 11th and 12th they will not be explaining in detail what is step function. That's why in this bridge course we will tell in detail or whatever you need for your examination. Okay, so let us start friends when it comes to this topic, that is step function. So you may be thinking, what is the step function, why the word step is used, all these things you will understand if you listen carefully in this class. So first, what we said, modulus function in the previous class, modulus we wrote it like this, two lines, between that we wrote this. Okay, when it comes to step function we will write square brackets like this and within that we will put x. So what is the step function? The step function, it is also called the GIF function. Here GIF stands for what? Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Here what is the word that you should focus? It is the word that you should focus is what? That is integer. The word integer you should focus. Why? Now I will give some examples, by that you will understand why we have to focus on the integer. Now see here, if I give a question like step of 3.6, step of 3.6, or a question like step of 0.7 is equal to what? 0.7 is equal to what? Similarly, if I give step of 7.9 is equal to what? Step of, let me take negative values also, minus 3.6 is equal to what? Okay. Similarly, if you take another example like minus 0.5 is equal to what? Step function. Now observe carefully step function. So 3.6, the step function will give the output as what? Output as you will get it as 3. Okay, 0.7 you will get the output as what? 0. Why? Because see here 3.6 means what? You will write it as what? You will write it as 3 plus 0.6. 3 plus 0.6, where 3 is what here? It is an integer. 0.6 is not an integer, it is what? It is a fractional, or I can say a decimal value. So what did I tell you? Greatest integer function. That means what? It will always return the integer. In this 3.0.6, what is the integer? 3 is the integer. We will write what? 3 here. That's all. Very simple. 3.6. You will not write something like 4 or something. You will write what? 3 itself. Now 0.7 is there. 0.7 is there. What you will write 0.7 as? You will write it as 0 plus what is it? 0.7, yes or no? 0 plus 0.7, yes or no? 0 is also an integer. Understand? 0, of course it is a whole number. Okay. 0 along with positive numbers and negative numbers forms an integer. Yes or no? So 0 plus 0.7. So here integer is what? 0 is the integer. So you will not write 0.7. You will write what? 0. You will write what? 0. Now see here step function of 7.9. Step function of 7.9, if you observe, 7.9 is very close to 8. Okay, your mind will be tended to write 8 as the answer. Or in basic calculation, when we see any calculation in physics or something, or aptitude or something, what you do? 7.9 comes means you will write directly 8. You will take some approximate value and I will write 8 here. Okay, but here you should not do like that. 7.9 means you should take the integer value. Integer value is what? 7.9, you will write it as what? 7 plus 0.9. Here integer is what? 7. So I should write what the value? 7. I should write the value what? 7. Okay, so this is the integer value we are getting. 7.9 means you should just write 7. Minus 3.6. Minus 3.6. So before that, let me give one more example. If I say minus 7. Minus 7. If I have a minus value, what is the greatest integer function? Minus 7 is minus 7 itself. Minus 7 is minus 7 itself. If I write plus 7, what is the answer? I will get 7 itself, because this directly it is an integer. There is no decimal point here. So 7 itself is an integer, you will get 7. Minus 7 itself is an integer, you will get minus 7. Okay. Now when we have minus 3.6, minus 3.6, what you will write the answer? You will tell the answer is minus 3. Okay, but it is wrong. It is not, minus 3 is not the answer. Here you have to understand minus 3.6, you will write it as what? You will write it as minus 4. Okay, the answer is what? Minus 4. It is, if you write minus 3, it is wrong. The correct answer is what? Minus 4. Why? I will tell you now. Why? I will be telling you now. What is this greatest integer function? First I told it is a step function, this greatest integer function. So greatest integer function means, see here, if I write step x, this is nothing but greatest integer. It is the meaning of what? Greatest integer in, okay, in the value of, greatest integer in the value of, okay, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to x. Here our x is what? If I write mod x like this, here our x value is what? Minus 3.6. Minus 3.6 is there. So less than or equal to we have to write it. So less than or equal to what are the values we get? Minus 3.6. Less than this is what? Less than this, what you will think? Less than this you will write minus 3.5. Minus 3.5 is not less than this. See, we take a number line here. If you take a number line here, these are positive values 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. If I write here, this is 0, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, here which is less? Which is less? Minus 3 is less. Minus 3 is not greater. Minus 2 is greater than. Minus 1 is much more greater. Okay, because here negative value. So if you take here minus 3.6, okay, which is lesser than this, if I ask, if I ask which is lesser than this, here I will be having minus 3.5. Here I will be having what? Minus 3.6. Lesser than this I will be having what? Lesser than or equal to this means minus 3.6. Okay, before this I will have minus 3.7. Before this I will have minus 3.8. Before this I will have minus 3.9. Before this I will have minus 4. Before this I will have what? Minus 5. Before this I will have minus 6. Like this it will go on. It will go on like this. Now if you see less than or equal to minus 3.6, you are getting the values minus 3.6, minus 3.7, minus 3.8, minus 3.9, here minus 4. Okay, so greatest integer, okay, greatest integer it should be, greatest integer in the value of less than or equal to x. Here which is the integer, greatest integer we are getting? This is the greatest integer. This is the greatest integer. That's why we wrote minus 3.6 as what? Not minus 3, you will write it as minus 4. Here you are getting the integer. Okay, greatest integer is this one. B is a bigger value than minus 5. Okay, minus 4 is a bigger value than minus 5. Remember this. In a number line, we know that if it is negative numbers, minus 4 is bigger than minus 5 and minus 5 is bigger than minus 6. So similarly, here minus 4 is bigger and here it is an integer value. Where you are getting the integer value? For minus 4. Or in basic terms, if you want to remember, if they give a negative value, so let me take minus 2.9. If they give a negative value, what you will think? You will write minus 2. Instead of writing minus 2, add 1 to it. That is, instead of minus 2, you write what? Minus 3. If they give, suppose they give minus 4.3, instead of writing minus 4, you write minus 5. If they give minus 6.9, instead of writing minus 6, you write what? Minus 7. That's all. Okay, here you see minus 0.5 is there. You will write what? 0. Instead of writing 0, before that, what is the value you are having? Minus 1. Write down. Minus 1. Or if you are having minus 1.5, what you will write? Minus 1. Instead of writing minus 1, what you will write? Minus 2. That's all. Minus 2. This is how you have to write for greatest integer function. So this is the basics when it comes to greatest integer function. Now let us see the graph for greatest integer function. Now you will understand why it is also called as the step function. Why it is also called as the step function. If I write y is equal to step of x, if you have the coordinate axis, like this, let this be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Here it is x, x dash, y, y dash. Here it will be minus 1, this will be 0, minus 2, minus 3. Here same way, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3 if you are having. So I am writing the graph for step function or the greatest integer function. So what we have to do, observe carefully. See, when I put 0, when I put x is equal to 0, y will also become 0 only. I will get 0 only. If I put x is equal to 0.1, this will also be 0. If I put x is equal to 0.2, this will again be 0. If I put x is equal to 0.5, this will again be 0. Y will again be 0. If I put x is equal to 0.6, you will get 0 only. If I put x is equal to 0.8, you will get 0 only. If I put x is equal to 0.9, still you will get 0 only. So you will get the graph like this. Now if I put x is equal to, what? 1.1, I will get 1 itself. If I put x is equal to 1, I will get 1 itself. If I put x is equal to 1.2, I will get 1 itself. If I put x is equal to 1.3, I will get 1 itself. Like this, I will get the graph. Similarly, here, you will get the graph like this. You will get the graph like this. Similarly, here also you will get the graph like this. Steps. So this is like a staircase. You will get the graph like this. That is why it is called a step function. Okay. If you see, if you get like this, okay, you should identify this is a step function. So the graph of the step function, we got it like this. That is why the greatest integer function is also called as what? The greatest integer function is also called as step function, because the graph we are getting in the form of steps. Okay. Now we discussed the basics. What is greatest integer function and why it is also step function, and we discussed how the graph looks like. Now let us proceed. We will learn certain very important formulas when it comes to greatest integer function. Here it's not just about what by hearting the formulas, you should know how to apply the formula. Okay, by hearting you can do, but you should know how to apply the formula. I will also tell you the methods to remember these formulas. So don't do that. Now listen. So mod of or not mod, this is step of minus x. Step of minus x, you will write it as what? 1 minus step of x where x not belongs to integer. If x is not belonging to integer, you will write it as what? You will write it as 1 minus step of x. You will write it as what? 1 minus step of x, you will write it. Okay. Next, step of minus x, you will write it as what? Minus f if x belongs to integer. If x belongs to integer. Let us take example for this. I already told you, if I write minus 5, okay, step of minus 5, 5 belongs, 5 is an integer, so I can directly write minus x means here it is minus 5 only, okay, minus 5 only. If I write minus 5.1, minus 5.1, 5.1 is it an integer? No. So x is not belonging to integer, I should write what? I should write 1 minus this, 1 minus this means here it should be actually minus 1, okay, minus 1 minus this. So minus 1 minus step of 5.1. Minus 1 minus step of 5.1 is what? 5. So this will become what? Minus 6. That is what I told you. Minus 5.1. Step of minus 5.1, you will write it as what? Minus 6. You will write it as what? Minus 6. You will not write minus 5. Next, very important. Step of x plus integer. Already you are having the integer. What you will write? Step of x plus integer you will write outside. For example, if I say step of x plus 3, if I write it, here you will write it as what? Step of x plus 3 you will write it. Or if you are having step of 2x minus 3, you will write it as what? Step of 2x minus 3. Minus 3 you will write outside. Next thing, step of x is equal to n. Step of x is equal to n means you will write what? X belongs to n comma n plus 1. X belongs to n comma n plus 1. X belongs to closed interval n comma open interval n plus 1. Why you will write this? Why you will write n comma n plus 1? Because see here, if I say see here step of x, if I write it as what? If I write it as, see, step of x, if I write it as this one, see here, step of, if I write it as 4.3, okay, I write it as 4. Now 4.3, I am writing it as 4. This 4.3, okay, it can take any value between 4 to 5, okay, it can take any value between 4 to 5 means you can write 4.3, 4.4, 4.8, 4.99, okay. So 4.99 means it is tending towards 5. So it is tending towards 5 means you will write what? You will write close to 5. So this will become what? Closed interval 4 comma, okay, 5 you will write it. But 5 you will not include. 5 you are not including. So you will write like this. So you will write it as what? 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1. That is the meaning of what? Writing n comma n plus 1. N comma n plus 1. So here basic step of x is greater than x minus 1 but less than or equal to x. Next thing, if step of x is greater than n, step of x is greater than n, directly you will write what? X belongs to or x is greater than n, greater than or equal to n. Step of x is greater than or equal to n. Here it should be equals is coming. See, look at the inequality. Step of x is greater than or equal to n, then x will be greater than or equal to n. Next is what? Step of x is less than n, then x will be less than n. Then x will be less than n. So these two you remember. Then the other two will be reverse of this. The other two will be reverse of this. If step of x is greater than or equal to n, okay, you are getting x greater than or equal to n. Direct same thing. X is less than n, x is less than n here also. But here, see here, x is less than or equal to n, then it will become what? Less than or equal to will become less than. See, x less than or equal to is becoming less than. Instead of n, it is becoming n plus 1. Okay, x is greater than n. X is greater than n means you are writing it as what? X is greater than n, you will write it as what? Greater than or equal to n, you will write it as what? N plus 1. Okay, here it is changing, inequality is changing. Less than or equal to, it is becoming less than. Changing in the terms, equal is becoming just absolute value, that is strictly decreasing. Here it is decreasing, here it is strictly decreasing, here it is increasing, strictly increasing, here it is just increasing. So that is why equals is coming. Where equals is there, equals will not come. Where equals is not there, where equals will come. So n will become n plus 1, n will become n plus 1 compared to this one. Compared to this one. Let us take some example for this. Okay, observe here carefully. Okay, observe here carefully. Okay, let us come back to this later. So see here, they are given, you can go. You both can leave. Yeah. Yeah. So see here, a step of x belongs to what we are telling. Look at this formula, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. How to remember these formulas? Here in these formulas, it is always closed comma open. It is always closed comma open should come. Keep this in mind, closed comma open should come. It is always closed comma open should come. Okay, always closed comma open should come. So how to remember these formulas? I will tell you some tricks. See here. They are telling step of x belongs to closed interval a comma b. Closed interval a comma b. Then x belongs to closed interval and open interval it should come. Closed interval is there, closed means you don't do anything. So closed A is there, so you will write closed A as it is. Here closed B is there, I want open B. So for this open B, from closed it has to become open. So I will give some tips to it. Tips means I will give some chocolate. So this will become what? B plus 1. I will give one chocolate. So closed will become open. Closed will become open. So I will give one chocolate. It will become B plus 1. Because I want closed, comma, closed and open I should get in the answer. Now see here, step of x belongs to open interval A comma B. Open interval A comma B. Now in the answer I want closed comma open. Why? Because in the answer everywhere I have to get closed comma open only. But in the form here what I am given, it is open A comma B. Open A comma B. B is open, so I will write B open as it is. But A is open, but I want A to be closed. So for A I will give chocolate. So it will become what? A plus 1. That's it. So it will become what? A plus 1. So it will become what? A plus 1. Next thing, step of x belongs to open interval A comma B. Open interval A comma, closed interval is there for B. Closed interval is there for B. Now see here, observe carefully. Here A I should make closed. In answer it should always be closed comma open. A I should make closed. So for A I will give one chocolate. So this will become A plus 1. So B is closed. B I should make it open. So for B also I should give chocolate here. So it will become B plus 1. Now come to this formula. Step of x belongs to open A comma B. Sorry, not, it is not open. It is closed A comma B. It is closed A comma B. In the answer what I should get? Closed comma open. Closed and open. In the given question it is already closed comma open. So directly I will write it because I don't have to give any chocolate because it is already closed comma open. In the answer also it will become what? Closed comma open. In the answer also it will become what? Closed comma open. X belongs to A comma B. X belongs to closed A comma B. So let us look at this with examples, with some examples. Now they are telling in the example, step of x belongs to closed interval 2 comma 5. I know that in the answer directly I read it. In the answer I should always get closed comma open. In the answer I should always get closed comma open. In the answer I should always get closed comma open. Now see here, x belongs to what? Here closed is there, here also closed is there. I will write 2 comma. Here closed is there, but here I should do open. 5 plus 1 I will write 6. 5 plus 1 I am writing 6. So x belongs to what? Here what is there? Open is there. Here I should make it closed. So I should write what? 2 plus 1. For 2 I will give chocolate. This will become 3. 7. This is closed is there. I should make it open. For 7 I will give chocolate. This will become 8. 3 comma 8. 3 comma 8 I will get it. 3 comma 8. This is closed. This is closed. Now observe carefully. Step of x belongs to what is it? Open 5 comma 7. Open 5 comma 7 is given. So that means what? So 5 I should make it closed. 5 I should make it closed means it will become 6. Comma, what it will become? 7 is already open, I want open only 6 comma 7 directly. It will become what? 6 comma 7. Clear? It will become 6 comma 7. Directly I can write what? It is 6 comma 7. So these are some examples related to the formula results which we learnt. Now some more examples we will see. So they are given step of 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 4. Then x belongs to what they are asking? They are asking what? X belongs to what? So what we will do is less than or equal to 4. So less than or equal to 4 means I can write what? 2x minus 3, step of 2x minus 3, okay, belongs to what? It is less than or equal to 4 they are telling. Less than or equal to 4 means what I can write? See, less than or equal to 4 means I can write equals is there. So I can write what I can write? Less than or equal to 4. Less than or equal to 4 means minus infinity. This will become what? Open interval minus infinity, comma 4 within closed interval. Okay, open interval minus infinity, comma closed, because less than or equal to 4. Wow, how I am writing this directly? You should watch the previous classes. That I cannot tell now because in the previous classes, sets where I have discussed sets and intervals and wavy curve method, all these things I have told you. Now 2x minus 3. Okay, but I want where x belongs to. I don't want where 2x minus 3 belongs to. So I should remove this minus 3. If I have to remove this minus 3, what we will do? So we will add plus 3 here. We will add plus 3 here. We will add plus 3 here. So this will become what? This will become what, friends? 2x. Step of 2x belongs to minus infinity plus 3 will become what? Minus infinity only. 4 plus 3 will become what? 7. 4 plus 3 will become what? 7. Okay. 4 plus 3 will become what? 7 we are having. Okay. Now observe carefully. Now observe carefully what we are having. Okay. See here it is less than or equal to, right? Less than or equal to means no need to write infinity. Less than or equal to is given means what we will write? Okay. We will write here. Less than or equal to means you can write directly less than or equal to means we will write it as what? We will write it as, instead of writing infinity, we will write it as what? 0 comma 4. So this will become what? 3, if you add 3 comma 7 it will become Okay, here you should be careful. Less than or equal to means 0 comma 4 you will write. This will become 3 comma 7. So 2x is there, but I need only step of x, not 2x. So what I will do? Step of x. For this, if I don't want 2, what I will do? If I have to remove this 2, I will divide by 2. So this will become what? 3 by 2 comma, what is this? 7 by 2. 3 by 2 comma 7 by 2. This is closed interval. Okay, this is closed interval only. This should be closed interval. Everywhere it is closed interval. So step of x is belonging to 3 by 2 comma 7 by 2. Closed interval. So x belongs to what? X should belong to, always it should be what? Closed comma open. Here already closed is there, so I will write what? 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Now I want to open. What I should do? You think. What I should do? You have to think. Okay. What I should do? You have to think. Okay. Here one more thing you have to keenly observe. See here, I am having, what is this? I am having, here only I can bring open. Here only I can bring open. See here, here itself I can bring open. What is that I can do? See here, I am having step of 2x belongs to 3 comma 7. Here step of x belongs to what I should write? Step of x, if I am writing, this will become what? This will become closed is there. This is closed. I will write as it is. This I should write what? Open. Open, if I want to write, I should, this is closed. I have to make it open, means 7 plus 1 8 it will become. Now this is what x is belonging. So but here 2x is there. So 2x I will write as it is. Now x belongs to what? I should write divide by 2. That will become what? This is 2x. This will become 3 by 2 comma 8 by 4. 8 by 2 means this will become 4. So this is where x belongs to. This should be open interval. This should be open. This should be open interval, because the closed I have made it open. This is open interval. So this is the answer, friends. This is how you can solve this question. This is how you can solve this question. Very simple. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question, so that you get more clarity. Okay, so that you get more clarity. Now see some more examples of mod x greater than or equal to 4. Greater than or equal to 4 means what I can write? X is, this implies what I can write? X is greater than or equal to 4. Directly I can write it. X is greater than or equal to 4. X is greater than or equal to 4. Step of, not mod x, this is step of. Step of x is less than 5. Step of x is less than 5 means I can write what? X is less than 5. I can write directly. So x is less than 5. Now step of x is greater than 5. Step of x is greater than 5 means what I will write? Okay, x is greater than or equal to n plus 1. 5 plus 1 6. Okay. Step of x is less than or equal to 4 means I will write what? X is less than 4 plus 1, that is 5. How I am writing? Because of these formulas. Because of these formulas. Look at these formulas. This is what I am writing. Because of these formulas. Okay. Because of these formulas we are writing like that. Because of these formulas we are writing like that. Okay, because of 7th and 8th, 5th and 6th, because of these formulas I told you already how we will write that. Now let us come to this example. So see here we are having 3x plus 2, step of 3x plus 2 is greater than minus 3 but less than or equal to 7. Greater than minus 3 but equals is not there. So what I can write? Okay, I can write here what? I can write directly here 3x, step of 3x plus 2, step of 3x plus 2 belongs to minus 3 is there, but here it is less than, equals is not there. I can write open interval minus 3 comma, what is this? I can write 7, closed interval. Within closed interval I can write 7. Okay, within closed interval I can write 7. Now observe carefully, I need step of x, not 3x plus 2. Here plus 2 is also there. So what I can do here? What I can do here, friends? Here this 3x plus 2 I can write it as what? 3x, step of 3x I can write it as plus 2 because this is integer, I am taking it outside. So belongs to, I can write minus 3 comma 7, minus 3 comma 7. I am writing it like this. Okay, I am writing it like this. So what will this become for the finally? Because plus 2 is there. What we got to do? Plus 2 is there means what you will do? Plus 2 is there means what you should do? Plus 2 is there means what we must do? Here we need 3 of step of 3x, plus 2 is there. What we have to do? See, plus 2 is there. What we will do? Send this plus 2 that side inside. Okay. So what we can do? Step of 3x will become what? Belongs to. I can write this is minus 3. I have to remove this plus 2 means I have to subtract by minus 2. So this will become what? Minus 2 means minus 3 minus 2 means this will become minus 5. This will become minus 5 and this will become what? Minus 7 minus 2 means this will become plus 5. This will become plus 5. 3x is there. Okay, step of 3x is there. So I will write what? Step of 3x. What I should write? Step of 3x. What else is there? Open interval is there. Correct now? Open interval is there. So open interval is there means this I should make it closed interval. So this I should make it closed interval. So this will become what? This will become closed interval means this will become closed interval minus 5 plus 1. I have to give some biscuit or chocolate. So this will become what? This is closed interval. I should make it minus 5 plus 1. This will become what? Open interval is closed interval is there. I should make it open interval. Closed I should make it open because always I should get what? Closed open. This is open. So I will make it closed. This is closed. I will make it open. So this will become what? 5 plus 1. So this will become what? 3x. Step of 3x belongs to what I should write? Step of 3x closed minus 4 comma 6 open comma 6 open. But I need only step of x, not 3x. So divide throughout by 3. So this will become what? Step of x belongs to, I can write it as what? I can write it as minus 4 by 3 comma 2. Minus 4 by 3 comma 2. So x belongs to what? Directly I can write it. X belongs to what I can write it? Minus 4 by 3 comma 2. Minus 4 by 3 comma open interval 2. Minus 4 by 3 comma open interval 2. Okay, this is how we can solve this question, friends. This is how we got to solve this question. Clear? Alright, let us move to the next question. Next important question that we have. So see here they have given the product. Step of x plus 3 to step of x minus 4 is less than or equal to 0 is given. So what we can do? So let us remove the integer outside. Step of x plus 3 within the bracket, let me write it. This is what? Step of x minus 4 within the bracket, this is less than or equal to 0. Step of x, instead of doing it directly, let step of x, let it be equal to what? Let it be equal to y. Let step of x be equal to y. So this will become what? Y plus 3 into y minus 4 is less than or equal to 0. So by Weber method, directly I can write this as what? I can write this as this belongs to closed interval because it is less than or equal to closed interval. What it becomes? Closed interval minus 3 comma 4. Closed interval minus 3 comma 4. Okay, closed interval minus 3 comma 4. So step of x belongs to what? Step of x belongs to closed interval minus 3 comma 4. Okay, so definitely I can write what? X belongs to closed interval comma open, I should get it. Minus 3 is there, closed interval, I write minus 3 as it is, and 4, this is closed interval, I should make it open. So 4 plus 1, this will become 5. 4 plus 1 and this will become 5. 4 plus 1, this will become 5. This is the domain, or this is where x belongs to. This is where x belongs to, you can say. This is where x belongs to, you can say, friends. Let us see some examination questions that have appeared, okay, from the step functions. So see here, there is a JEE main question that has appeared. Okay, directly you should know the concept of step function. Let f, okay, a function a to b is a function where f of x is given as square root of, what is it? F of step of x, that is 5 step of x minus step of x whole square minus 6. Find the domain they are telling. Here it is, the question is not about the step function, it is about the domain. I told you already how to find the domain, but here step function is there inside. So you should know the basics of step function to find out the domain. I have already told you how to find the domain. So let us find out the domain here. Okay, let us find out the domain here, friends. So here, let us first write down what is f of x given. F of x that is given is, we will write it as what? 5 times step of x minus step of x whole square minus 6 under square root is there. I told you whenever we are having f of x under square root, we will take f of x to find the domain. What is the trick I told you? F of x should be taken as greater than or equal to 0. Here f of x I will take it as what? 5 times step of x minus step of x whole square minus 6 is greater than or equal to 0. Let me take it like this. Here this minus step of x whole square is there. I want to make it plus. So step of x whole square minus 5 times step of x plus 6 is less than or equal to 0. Here minus I am making it plus. That means what I am doing? I am multiplying throughout by minus. So the inequality will reverse. That is, it will become change. Greater than or equal to 0 will become less than or equal to 0. Okay, this I have told you multiple times in the previous classes. Now what I am having, step of x whole square minus 5 of step of x plus 6 is less than or equal to 0. Now put step of x is equal to y. So this will turn out to be a quadratic equation like this in y square minus 5y plus 6 less than or equal to 0. On factorizing this, we will get what? Y minus 2 into y minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. You will be getting it. Okay, so by Weber method, directly I can write this as what? Directly I will be able to write this as y belongs to closed interval, because it is less than or equal to 0 is there. I can write closed interval 2 comma 3. closed interval 2 comma 3. This is closed interval 2 comma 3. But y is what? Y is actually step of x. Now I can write here step of x belongs to closed interval 2 comma 3. Domain means what? They are not asking step of x. Domain means you have to find out where x belongs to. That means you have to find where x belongs to. They are asking. So x belongs to here. Okay, very simple here. This will become what? Closed. X belongs to, I should always write what I told you in the while discussing the formula or the important results. I told you it should always be closed and open. Closed and open. Closed, already closed is there, so I'll write 2. But here for 3, closed is there, I should make it open. So I should give chocolate. That means 3 will become 3 plus 1, that will become 4. So 2 comma 4 is the final answer. You will get 2 comma 4 as the final answer, friends. Clear? You will get 2 comma 4 as the final answer. You will get 2 comma 4 as the final answer. See how the bridge course is helping you. See, step function, if you know the basics, you are able to solve one JEE main question, because I already told you how to find the domain. That's why the priority of the classes or the order, priority of the order of the classes is important. That's why randomly if you attend now, you may find it difficult to understand certain concepts. That's why you have to watch the previous classes. Okay, go back and watch the previous classes. If you have confusion, repeatedly watch it. Okay, that will be a revision for you. And please do make notes of what I am telling. Okay, then only it will be useful. It not just sit and watch. Try to solve certain examples. When you give, pause it, please try to do it by yourself. Then it will be highly beneficial for you. Then it will be, this bridge course will be fruitful for you. I am not just telling for mathematics, even for physics, chemistry and biology. Whenever they ask a question is posted, please pause and think for yourself or try to solve for yourself. Then look at the video. So then you will have more clarity and you will understand whether you are getting it right or if you are going wrong, where you are going wrong. All this you can compare. That analysis you have to do. Then this grid bridge course will be highly beneficial and you will be able to do really well in your 11th and 12th, and also coming up with what competitive exams like NEET and also JEE, whichever you are interested. So let us proceed. Next question. Next question is from TS EAPCET, that is a state entrance exam. We write in Telangana. So they are asking the domain of the function f of x. F of x is given by 1 by step of x minus 1, where step of x is the greatest integer function in x. So they are asking the domain of the function. Okay, they are asking again the domain of the function. So see here they have given f of x as what? F of x is equal to 1 by step of x minus 1. 1 by step of x minus 1 is given. Okay, 1 by step of x minus 1 is given. So I told you, whenever I told you about finding the domain, 1 by f of x is given means we will write what? F of x should not be equal to 0. Yes or no? F of x should not be equal to 0. That means what? The step of x minus 1 should not be equal to 0. That implies what? The step of x should not be equal to 1. The step of x should not be equal to 1. Yes or no? The step of x should not be equal to 1. That is what we discussed. The step of x should not be equal to 1. Now what we will write it? So that means what? The step of x should not be equal to 1 means how we will write this in terms of x? X should not be equal to 1. So then x belongs to what I should write? Then x belongs to what I should be writing? Okay. So x belongs to, if I am writing, so x belongs to, I will write it as what? X belongs to, I will write it as, x belongs to, I will write it as closed interval 1 comma 2 open interval. That means closed interval 1 comma 2. X should not belong. X should not belong. So the domain of the function should be anywhere except 1 comma 2. Except 1 comma 2 it should be anywhere. Okay, except 1 comma 2 it can be anywhere. So what you will do for this? Except 1 comma 2. Okay, the domain of the function can be anywhere except 1 comma 2. That means it should not include 1 comma 2. So let us use the real line here. This is minus infinity, this is plus infinity. Okay, we are having what? 1. Here 1 is there, 2 is there. Except this region, this region should not be included. It can include other region. Okay, the region can be this one. This can be the region and this can be the region. Union of these two regions, but not this region. So I can write what x belongs to. So finally I can write x belongs to. Here write x does not belong to. Domain means we should write x belongs to where. So I can write it as what? Minus infinity comma 1 closed interval. Closed interval. I am writing closed interval for 1 because x should not include 1. It should not include 1. Union. I will write what? Closed interval 2 comma infinity. Why closed interval 2? Why closed interval 2? Because x should not be 1 but x can be 2. So that's why I am writing closed interval 2 comma infinity. Closed interval 2 comma infinity. In other words, they can give another option. Okay, this can be one of the options, or they can give another options. They can give set of all real numbers except 1. Set of all real numbers except 1. Okay, set of all real numbers except 1 they can do. Set of all real numbers except 1, or they can except 1 they can give, set of all real numbers except 1 they can give. Okay, otherwise they can give like this, set of all real numbers in terms of set they can give, otherwise they can give set of all real numbers except interval 1 comma open interval 2, set of all real numbers what is it, interval 1 comma 2, or they can give set of all real numbers except 1. This also is possible, this also is possible. They will give probably in this or this way, this or this way. So they can give the options anyway, but this is the solution. So this is how you can solve an EAPCET question which is based on a step function. Okay, which is based on a step function. Let us see some more examples, friends. So they have given 1 by f of x is equal to 1 by square root of step of x square minus step of x whole square minus 5 times step of x plus 1. So this is of what, 1 by square root of f of x. 1 by square root of f of x means I told it should be f of x should be greater than 0. It is square root of f of x means you should know what, it is definitely f of x should be greater than or equal to 0. But if it is 1 by square root of f of x, it should be f of x should be greater than 0. So here you will take it as what, step of x square minus 5 times step of x plus 1 should be, this step of x should be greater than 0. Here what you will do, instead of step of x, let us take it as put step of x is equal to y. So what will this become, y square minus 5y plus 1 is greater than 0, y square minus 5y plus 1 is greater than 0. Let us simplify this, what you will have. Okay, so you should have the product as what, product as 1, and what is this we are having, sum as minus 5. Okay, sum as minus 5 we are having. Okay, y square minus 5y plus 1, this is what we are having, y square minus 5y plus 1, yes or no? This is what we are having. Okay, now y square minus 5y plus 1 is there. Okay, now on simplifying this what we will get, on simplifying this what we will get, we need to get y square minus 5y plus 1. So to find the range, what I told you, you can also do completing the square method, or you can also make it a perfect square. Y square minus 5y plus 1, how to simplify or how to factorize. Okay, how to factorize, think about it. I will give you 2 minutes or take 1 minute, please think about it, how to factorize. How to factorize, please think about it. 5y plus 1, or it should, I think the question, there is a mistake in the question, I think this should be plus 6, this should be plus 6 I think, because otherwise you will not be able to factorize, this is plus 6, this is plus 6, now you will be able to factorize. You can write it as what, y minus 2 and y minus 3, y minus 3, this is y minus 3 is greater than 0. Now I can write what, y belongs to, both are greater than 0 means open interval, greater than 0 means I can write open interval, I can write it as what, 2 comma, what is it, 2 comma 3, open interval 2 comma 3. So y belongs to open interval 2 comma 3, I can write it. Okay, y belongs to open interval 2 comma 3, I can write it. Okay, now what will step of x belongs to? So step of x belongs to, because y is nothing but what, step of x. So step of x belongs to same thing, open interval 2 comma 3, or I can write what, step of x belongs to, or x belongs to, I can write it as what, this is closed comma open. So closed means this will become what, 3, 2 plus 1 3, open means you will write 3 only, that's all. Open means it's already open, you will write it as what, 3 comma 3, you will write it as what, 3 comma 3, 3 comma 3. Okay, some more questions we will do. Some more questions we will take up, just a minute, we will take up some more questions. sometimes instead of giving like this, the option can be given in a different way also. The option can be given in a different way also. What is the option? So I have not given the option. So as per the options, you can take this y value as what? Y value. So y belongs to, you can write it as what? Y can write it as minus infinity comma 2 minus infinity comma 2 y value, because it is greater than or equal to union. You can write 3 comma infinity, because when you do Wavy curve method, you will get it like this way. When you do Wavy curve method, when you have the real line, you will get it this way. So y belongs to this, you can write it. Y belongs to this, you can write it. Now y is nothing but what? Step of x. So you are writing step of x belongs to minus infinity comma 2 union, what is this? Open interval 3 comma infinity. Okay. Now x belongs to what I should write? X belongs to, I should always write open comma closed. But here open I cannot write for infinity. So it will become what? Sorry, it should be closed comma open. X is always belonging to what? Closed comma open. Here for minus infinity I can never write closed. So I can never write closed. So this will become minus infinity comma 2 only. 2 is already open. This for this 3 comma infinity I can write. For 3 I can write what? Closed. Okay. For 3 I can write what? Closed. But 3 if I have to write closed, what I should do? Because here it is open. For 3 if I have to write closed, for 3 I should give some chocolate. So 3 will become what? 4. So we will get what? 4 comma infinity. 4 comma infinity closed interval. So this is what we will have. This is as per the options that is given. Here I have not given the aspirant, but as per the option this is the answer you will get. Clear friends? As per the option this is the answer you will get. Clear? Now let us proceed to the next question. Let us proceed to the next question. Look at this. Please have a look at this question. Everyone please have a look at this question. Very important question. Okay, here they have not asked the domain, they are asking the range. They are asking the range, friends. Now see here, they are asking f of closed interval 3 comma 4 ranging to R, find the range of f of x is equal to 2 times step of x minus 3. Here they are not asking the domain, they are asking the range. So for this what you will do? They are telling step of x belongs to this, directly they are telling step of x belongs to this. So I can write this as what step of x belongs to. So what I can write 3 comma 4 means, so I can write set of 3 comma 4 only. So integer value for 3 comma 4 I will get 3 and 4 only. So I will write 3 comma 4 directly. Okay, 3 comma 4, set of 3 comma 4. Okay, now they are asking 2 times step of x, 2 times step of x minus 3. They are not asking step of x, 2 times step of x minus 3. For that we have to find the range. So 2 times step of x means what it will become? It will become 2 into this I should do, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Yes. So 2 times step of x minus 3 is the question. So belongs to what? I should subtract 3. So this will become 3, 8 minus 3, this will become 5. So this is the final answer. This is the range of this function. This is the range of this function, friends. This is the range of this function. In the simple way we can solve this question. In the simple way we will be able to solve this question. In the simple way we will be able to solve this question. Clear? Now let us go to some more little higher level question. That means this simple only, higher level compared to previous one. Okay, this is a question that they were asked in the JEE mains also. They have given if you have closed interval 5 comma 10. Okay, closed interval up to R, find the range of f of x, where f of x is what? Step of x by step of x plus 4. Okay, step of x plus 4. Step of x plus 4. So f of x I can simplify and write it as what? They have given step of x by step of x plus 4. Okay, step of x plus 4 is given. So I can write this as what? I can modify this, I can write it as what? Very important step. Step of x plus 4 minus 4 divided by step of x plus 4. Okay, now let me separate and divide it. Let me separate this and divide it. So I will get it as what? F of x, step of x plus 4 divided by step of x plus 4 minus what is this? Step of x plus 4. Step of x plus 4. Now what I am having? This is minus 4 by what is this? Step of x plus 4. This is what I am having. Now I can cancel this. So I cancel, I will get what? 1. So f of x is equal to 1 minus 4 by step of x plus 4. Step of x plus 4. Okay, till here you keep it. Now they are given 5 comma 10. So they are telling x belongs to, okay, step of x belongs to what? So they are telling step of x belongs to 5 comma 10. That I can write it as what? In the form of set. In the form of set I can write it as what? All the values from 5 to 10. So that will become what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 9, 10. 9, 10 is there. Now it is not just step of x plus 4. Step of x plus 4 I should do it. Yes or no? Step of x plus 4 I have to do it. Step of x plus 4 if I have to do it, it will become what? Step of x plus 4. Just add 4 to all of this. So, it will become what? 9, 10, 11, okay, 12, 13 and 14. 14 it will become. Okay. Now, I have to do what? 1 by step of x plus 4 because it is in the denominator. So, I should take what? 1 by step of x plus 4. 1 by step of x plus 4. That means what? Here I should take the reciprocal of all of this. Reciprocal of all of this. So, this will become what? Belongs to step of x plus 4 belongs to what I can write? 1 by 9 comma 1 by 10. Very simple question. Just you should be careful. 1 by 11, 1 by 12 minus 1 by 13 comma 1 by 14 in the set. Within the set this we are having. Now, it is not just 1 by step of x plus 4, it is 4 by step of x plus 4. Okay, we are having 4 by step of x plus 4, or you can say minus 4 by, we are having minus 4. Okay, so I will write it as what? Minus 4 by step of x plus 4. So, what I should do? I should multiply throughout by minus 4. I should multiply throughout by minus 4. What I will have? Minus 4 by 9. Okay, minus 4 by 10. Don't cancel anything. Minus 4 by 11. Minus 4 by 12. Comma minus 4 by 13. Comma minus 4 by 14. This is what I am having. This is what I am having. It is not just minus 4 by step of x plus 4. It is 1 minus 4 by step of x plus 4. That means I should add 1 here. I should add 1 here. Okay, I should add 1 here. So, what will this become? 1 minus 4 by step of x plus 4. So, this will become what? Belongs to, I can write it as what? 1 if I add here. 1 if I add here, what it will become? 9 minus 4. This will become 5 by 9. This will become 5 by 9. What about this? 10 minus 4. This will become 10 minus 4. This will become, I am just taking LCM. So, 10 minus 4. 10. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 by 10. See, I am writing here 1 minus 4 by 10. So, this will become what? 10 minus 4 by 10. So, this will become what? This will become 6 by 10. So, I will write it as what? 6 by 10. So, what about this one? So, 11 minus 4, that is 7 by 11. This will become what? 8 by 12. What will this become? 13 minus 4, 9 by 13. Okay, 14 minus 4, 10 by 14. This is what we will have. This is what we will be having, friends. This is what we will be having. This is what we will be having, friends. Okay, finally, this is what we will be having. How 14 is coming everywhere? Okay. We are having 1 minus. So, 1 minus means you should add 1 here. 1 minus what we are having? 1 minus 4 by 9. So, 1 minus 4 by 9 is 9 minus 4, 5 by 9, 6 by 10, 7 by 11, 8 by 12, 9 by 13, 10 by 14. Clear, friends? This is how we will get the answer. So, what we got here finally? So, finally what we got is f of x. For f of x we got what? We got the range. So, for f of x definitely we got the range. This itself is the final answer, friends. 1 minus 4 by step of x plus 4 is nothing but what? F of x. So, f of x we got the range. That itself is the answer. Clear, friends? This is how in a simple way we can get the range. So, these are the basics you should know when it comes to the step function, friends. So, we have to do the fractional function also, which we will be doing it in the tomorrow's class. Okay, we will be doing fractional function in the tomorrow's class, and after that we will be starting the basics of differentiation. Okay, alright, friends, thank you. Let us meet in the tomorrow session at 9 AM sharp. Thank you. Take care. Okay.